When the king heard this, he was extremely happy, hugging and kissing his son. He accepted the gift that his son had brought and was very pleased to hear that he had not pursued vain things. He then took his son aside and privately told him that all that he had sought to discover. The king revealed that he himself was actually the owner of this wondrous garden. Then he elevated his son to the high position which he had earned. The garden in this parable is the physical world. God, who is its king and patron, sends souls from heaven to sojourn here in the physical world. Here they can amass observances and good deeds so as to be worthy of a high status in the future world. The physical body is like the ship which transports the soul, while the Torah reveals the commandments which will be rewarded in the future world. The only advantage of the physical world is that it is a place where one can observe God's commandments and thus fulfill His will. The three brothers represent the three extremes in people. There are some people who pursue only physical pleasures, such as eating, drinking, travel, and parties. Since they cannot satisfy their desires, they become sick and die. Others wish to amass fortunes, and these are also never satisfied. They pursue their goal even when it involves personal danger from highwaymen, robbers, and storms at sea, or in our times, lots of other pitfalls. And their only goal is to hoard more and more wealth, which is merely locked away in a safe. None of it is even given to the poor. Such people enjoy worldly pleasures, but anything that costs money is strictly avoided. Then suddenly the king's servant, who is the angel of death, approaches, and there is no way to escape him. But there are wise people who are masters of their souls. They eat and drink moderately, nourishing themselves so that they have the strength to discover God. When they find a rare jewel, they place it under their tongue. Since they cannot study Torah all the time, they engage in some business, but their intent is to place their money in a safe place through giving charity and keeping the commandments meticulously. Their only intent in earning money is to have the opportunity and peace of mind to study Torah and to contemplate the future world. This is man's true wealth. Now, that may seem idealistic for our days, but in fact, if we do consider reality and creation and look at the perfection, we have to come to some sort of conclusion that it was intelligently designed. Then what do we do with that information? What are we thinking about all day long? You know, the Rambam tells us not to get involved in the conspiracies and the intrigues of the day. All of that is Hevel Hevelim. So says Kohelet, King Solomon, and it's worth it to read and learn and understand Mishle, Proverbs, and understand Kohelet, and understand how much we should seek out the wisdom, how much we should try to understand our reality. Look into creation, understand from the parable that there is a creator. Understand that our souls are the main part of our lives, and we need to understand this. The spiritual aspect of reality can only be obtained by learning the wisdom. You're not going to be able to, you may be able to understand the golden ratio, but to understand why, that we need to understand a little bit more about the Creator. So it's worthwhile to spend our lives doing this. And I hope that as Jews, you can understand this and you will attach your consciousness to the Torah.